Nigel, you're here, and tonight you should go and debate. The most Europhiles in the Netherlands, they refuse to go with you to debate with you. What do you think about it?
Well, they're cowards, aren't they? And they're frightened, and they know that their arguments are getting weaker and weaker. Don't forget, these are the people that told us that the European Union would give us a harmonious Europe where we'd all love each other, when in fact we now have the North and the South slagging each other off every day. They told us that the euro would give us stability and prosperity. Well, just look at it. Things have never been more unstable. So they're terrified. They're basically backing down in their bunkers and avoiding public debate. And I reckon that's pretty pathetic.
You're not only a debater for the Netherlands standard, you're a ranter.
Well, look, we all have our own styles, and, I do it my way, and I accept that it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I do what I do. My politics is based on passion, my politics is based on belief, my politics is based on the idea that I want to live in a Europe of nation states that are democratically run, that trade together, cooperate together, but are not run by Mr. Barroso and Mr. Van Rompuy. So if some people don't like my style, I won't apologise.
Are you a new Nazi?
I mean, it really is. That argument really is a very, very bad, weak argument. And you know what? It just doesn't work, does it? Doesn't work. The idea that because those of us that oppose the European Union project are somehow modern-day fascists or communists, it's complete and absolute rubbish. I had to battle with that in the early years of being elected. That sort of rubbish used to get thrown at us. We are building my party, UKIP, in the United Kingdom as a non-racist, non-sectarian party. This is not about hating anybody. It's about believing in nation states. It's about loving democracy. It's about recognising that actually there's a great big world out there beyond Europe. Shackling people together inside one system where we have the same interest rates, where we have the same currency. All through history, people have attempted to do this, and every single time you put together an artificial currency union, it collapses. And I said this on the day the euro was launched. It was never, ever going to work. And now what is happening is we have a system now where the southern countries of Europe are effectively imprisoned inside the euro. They're seeing their living standards being destroyed. They're seeing unemployment. They're seeing a wave of hopelessness, despair and depression in those countries. They're even seeing their own democratically elected prime ministers being removed and replaced by ex-Goldman Sachs bankers. I mean, how bad can this get? I now fight not just for the United Kingdom to be free of European regulation. I fight for the other countries of Europe too.
So you're a hero.
Hero, villain, you can cut it any way you want to. I think I'm unusual in the sense that most people in politics today come straight from university, go into a research office, become politicians. They are career politicians. That is what they do. And the most important thing in their lives is to get re-elected, or to make sure if they lose their seat, there's a nice, comfy job waiting for them. And what we've lost in politics, I think, is we've lost proper debate. We've lost, even I can remember, 40 years ago, the left and the right. I mean, these were real debates of ideology and passion about how countries should be run. That's all gone. And so I'm unusual because I was in business before coming into politics. I never had any ambition to be a politician at all. I'm an accident, in a sense. So my politics is based on passion and belief.
You really believe it's going to make any sense what you're doing?
When I come back here and you interview me in 15 years' time, and we're living in independent democratic nation states, and we trade with each other, and we'll have just as good a relations as we do now, in fact better in some ways, and we have a Europe that is based on trade and cooperation. I look forward to that day and thinking that it's all been worthwhile. That's what I'm fighting for. And Europe economically will have fallen even further behind the rest of the world. This model isn't working.
Are you trying to frighten me?
No, I'm trying to be objective and realistic. And I think any dispassionate analysis would have to say the euro particularly has been a dramatic failure. Just look at those promises we were given 10 or 12 years ago. It's not working. what I thought was important: democracy. Democracy. The idea that we can govern our own lives and determine. I mean, this is something we thought was so important. We used to fight wars about it. And now our politicians, without ever asking us, give that power away to people like Barroso and Van Rompuy. When you guys, in a referendum, by a majority of 2-1, kicked into touch the idea of there being a European constitution, the idea of it becoming a state, did it change anything? They ignored you.